Hi guys, I'm FNAF fan today. Sorry for the extreme lack of uploads recently. It's just been so busy with school and everything and painting Warhammer models, and there's just not really anything to do content on. Like, Funko aren't releasing anything. I mean, to be honest, I don't know what they're doing with the FNAF license right now. They are doing a Ruin Wave, so of course when that comes out I'll get all of that, well, most of it, and then review it all for you. But from Funko, we've just not been having any new merch, which is kind of sad, because that means I've not been able to do any videos. And Phatmojo has been taking a while to release stuff, because they've only just released like all the new Doors stuff, which I've been buying, of course, to review, which is what I'm going to review today. Anyway, with that being said, let's get into the video. So if you've been keeping up with my community tab on YouTube, you should have seen that I've been posting posts every now and again about me collecting Doors minifigures from Phatmojo, which I have a full set now, which I'm going to review for you guys. First, we're going to start off with Seek, the main character of Doors. So he looks really good, because, there's not really much to Seek. He's just like goopy ink, I'd call it, although it's probably not ink, because Benny Ink Machine, with just one eye, but he looks so good. Like, the pose on him looks good, the detailing looks good. I think Phatmojo have hired a new person for their minifigures, because ever since Populatum Series 2, they look really good now. Because if I bring out, let's just bring out this dude, he looks really good. And for even better comparison, this is the Series 2 Mummy Longlegs figure. And then this is the Series 1 one, yeah. Series 1 one isn't really good. Well, this is the metallic version. I don't have the normal version because I couldn't be bothered to buy any blind bags. But I think they must have hired a new person, because the minifigures look a lot better now, which is good. I hope this new person who's been hired stays with the team, because these minifigures are actually worth collecting now, because they look a lot better. But with all that being said, Seek looks really good. So then second, I'm going to take Glitch here, because I didn't expect him to get a minifigure. I mean, ever since the game came out, like, in August, I saw Phatmojo merch coming. Like, me and my brother, Mr. Fazbear 1, we knew that there was going to be Doors Phatmojo merch. We just saw it coming, and I was trying to predict, like, what characters they'd do, like, for the plushies, because, they're doing Figure, Seek, and Screech, I think, as for plushies. I predicted they'd do them three as them plushies, which I got it right. For minifigures, I didn't expect Glitch to get a minifigure, which is pretty cool. I like how Phatmojo sometimes pull up characters that, you wouldn't expect to get minifigures. But anyway, Glitch is, he's metallic, actually, and translucent, because if you see, like, on his hands here, they're actually kind of see-through, but then he's got, like, glittery paint on him, so he looks really cool. He's definitely a lot different from the others, and as you can see, he's got like the pink cubes, whatever you want to call them, on him. I don't know what they're called. But this dude was quite hard to feel for, because if you look at Seek, they kind of feel very similar. Like, they've both got an arm pointing forward, one pointing backwards. Their legs have one pointing forward, one pointing backwards, and, they're just roughly the same shape. So it was very hard to feel for Glitch. And now I'm going to move on to the figure, which is my favourite one, because, well, he's my favourite Doors entity, and plus this minifigure just looks incredible. So, he is quite big. I mean, all these minifigures are quite big. Like, if I bring in PJ Pugpillar there, he's taller than PJ, which PJ was already a really big minifigure. So, figure looks really detailed. I love the rib cage and the teeth, how they did it. There is a glow-in-the-dark version of him coming out soon. I think on Smith's it says like June is coming out. There's a 4-pack, because Phatmojo like doing their multi-packs. And the figure looks slightly different. Like, the inside of his mouth is glowing, like when he jump scares you, and like some of these bones on his arms and legs are painted. Seek's also in the 4-pack, same with Screech and Goblino. I might get it. It just depends, because Seek, Screech, and El Goblino look no different than the actual blind bag ones. It's only Figure who looks different, but Figure looks really good. As you can see, he's got his ear hole because he's blind, so he has extra good hearing. But Figure is definitely my favourite. Now we're going to bring in Jack, who I also didn't expect to get a figure. He was the first one I got, because he was just so easy to feel for. I just felt, there's a big head, the base, yeah, that's Jack. So Jack looks really cool. I didn't expect him to get a minifigure. He's one of the more plain minifigures. There's not really much to Jack. The only real paint on him is just his face, but he's cool. I didn't expect him to get a minifigure. He looks good. Then the last figure without a base is El Goblino, who is really cool. I like this pose he's in. I wish we got a Bob minifigure as well, even though people wouldn't really be bothered about him. I really wanted a guiding light as well, because all they needed to do was just put a minifigure on a base and then just make it see-through blue and add some sparkles on it. I would really like that for some reason. But yeah, El Goblino is really cool. He's the most colourful out of the bunch, so he always stands out. So that's all the figures without a stand. Now, they do have ones with stands, which I'll show you with Screech here. The stands come separately, so if you're wanting to feel for a minifigure with a stand, get the bag, shake it. If you hear 2 shakes, that means it's got a base. So when you shake the bags, it sounds different when they have a stand. So the stand just simply plugs into the back, although with Halt, his base is different with Halt, who's a rare figure. Yeah, let's move on to Screech. Now, Screech looks very good, because they had to have Screech, of course, because Screech is the most common entity indoors. I do think the eyes look a bit weird, because they got, like, eyelids. I don't remember Screech having eyelids, but that's just a minor nitpick. Yeah, Screech is really good, looks very accurate to the game. And now, let's move on to the last common figure, which is Rush, who I got a duplicate of, same with Figure. Which is annoying, because for the Poppy Playtime Series 2 minifigures, you know, I got the whole set with no duplicates, but with the plastic that surrounds the minifigure in the back, they've changed it, so it's like way harder to feel for him now, so I don't really blame myself. So Rush looks really cool. As you can see, it's just like a black minifigure. Like, I like how it curves back a bit, so it actually makes it look like he's rushing through the hallway. And, you know, his face is just painted on there. His base is also detachable. On all of the figures with bases are detachable. He looks really good. Now let's move on to the rare figures, which we'll do Halt first, because he was the first one out. He was surprisingly easy to feel for. All you got to feel for is a bag that shakes, because he's got a base. And you need to feel around here, because if you feel around here and it feels round, that's either Jack or Halt. If it has a base, then it's Halt. So Halt looks really good. I was expecting him to be more plain, like just see-through plastic. But they've given him like this plastic effect where it actually looks like how he does in the game. It looks really cool. I didn't expect him to do that. Because some of the images, they're a bit deceiving. He just looks like he's literally just a see-through blue acrylic plastic minifigure. But he's one of the more plain figures, one of the characters that I thought would also be skipped out because he's not really remembered that much in game because barely appears, but he looks really good. Let me just readjust the camera. So many minifigures. Now we've got Eyes, who completely deceived me because his base is also detachable. He's kind of shaped a bit like Rush in a way. I thought he'd go all the way around as a full circle, which is how I started to try and feel for him, but I got Screech instead, which is okay because it was a new figure. But Eyes is definitely not how I expected him to be, but Eyes is really cool because you see he's got all the eyes, hence his name. Like, to feel for him, you got to feel if it has a base, and it does feel a bit like Rush because, like, this bit's, like, round and smooth. You got to feel the edges, and if you feel like spikes like this, then it's Eyes. The back here, these spikes feel more rougher than Rush's back. So there's Eyes. And then the final one, which is my most recent one I've got, is Ambush, who was actually very hard to feel for because you bring in Rush, they're basically almost the same. They feel the same in the bag, which is how I ran into a duplicate of Rush because I was trying to feel for Ambush, but I got another Rush. But I finally got him yesterday. He looks really good. I love this translucent plastic. It looks really nice on him. And his face looks really good. So, I did expect him to get a figure. But anyway, that is all of the Doors minifigures. I think they look really good. This new designer is definitely doing a good job. So hopefully we get Series 2 of Doors minifigures when, like, Doors 4-2 comes out. Because that will give us, hopefully, tons of new entities to add. And I hope they also do some entities from the A-rooms as minifigures and the back door. Because they'd also be very cool as minifigures. Although, all three of the entities in the A rooms and one of the entities in the back door are kind of like Rush, you know, just a PNG that just runs across the room. So they will be a nightmare to feel for in bags, so I'll run into a lot of duplicates, so... But anyway, this is all 10 of the Doors minifigures. The plushies aren't out yet in the UK, but when they are out, I'll get them and review them. Same with the 4-pack, I might get it, it depends if I want it in person when it comes out. But anyway, that's everything, guys. Bye!